I'm not surprised it sounds like a film theme tune. It came from the film theme tune category on this website. Hello, everyone. Welcome along. Thank you very much for joining us. It is Saturday, the 24th of February. Hope you're all okay. Hope you are all well. Hope you're all fine. I haven't had the chance between Thursday and tonight to go through the website and have a look and test some new music and stuff and see what else there could be. But there is loads. I think it's about 50,000 tracks I can go through and 60 days to play with it. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. But I quite like this sort of, dun 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 dun. Anyway, getting off track. We'll get started then in just over a minute's time for you this evening. Yes, indeed, we will. I will. More to the point. Oh yes, which reminds me. Now I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna get anyone in trouble, but you'll know who you are. So I received a message yesterday. Very lovely message. Just letting me know, it's not like me to have made a mistake, but there was something I had overlooked with regards to part of the makeup of the quiz. So if tonight you are playing with some people and you find out that someone's maybe not so as quick with the answers as they normally are, or if they're not so psychic about what might be asked this evening, or yeah, they don't seem as intelligent as they usually do. I will tell you the reason why. Because at least one person has found a loophole, and I've closed it tonight. So there is no chance that anyone can have a heads up. And I will explain a bit later on, but I'm not going to say now because, so yeah. Lovely message. Thank you very much for it. I'm glad you pointed it out because that loophole has been there for probably 2 years. And it's made someone look very, very intelligent for 2 years. At least one person. So we'll get to that in a little while. Ooh, I love being devious. So yeah, we'll get to that in a little while. But let's get into it then. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Remember, if you are, grab yourselves a pen and a piece of paper. Or the YouTube live chat will stay open throughout the quiz, but don't put what you think. There we go. Don't put what you think the answer might be to a question in the YouTube live chat. Dun 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 dun. Right, let's do it then. So we'll kick off. Welcome along, everyone. It is Saturday, the 24th of February. Thank you very much for joining us. Dingbats for your second break this evening, and just resting for a bit while I play around with some more of the. Playing around with some more of the. What was it? More of the TV sort of break. So I've got something a bit more traditional back for break one, but we'll get to that in a bit. Let's kick off with entertainment then, starting with this for question number one. Voted number 20 in a Channel 4 poll of the greatest movie stars of all time. Which actress played Ellen Ripley in the 1979 movie Alien? So voted number 20 in a Channel 4 poll of the greatest movie stars of all time. Which actress played Ellen Ripley in the 1979 movie Alien? Number two, which continent lends its name to a 1982 hit by Toto? So which continent lends its name to a 1982 hit by Toto? Number three, who played Polly Sherman in the TV show Fawlty Towers? So who played Polly Sherman in the TV show Fawlty Towers? Whee. Number four, 2015 movie The Martian saw Matt Damon's character left behind on his own on which planet? So 2015 movie The Martian saw Matt Damon's character left behind on his own on which planet? beautiful. Sun disappeared after I posted that Facebook status this morning, but it's absolutely beautifully crystal clear, and I've got the moon bang there. I might get a telescope out after the quiz, see if I can see the probe. Number 5, which singer had hits with... That wasn't a clue, by the way, just to clarify, the moon's not a planet. Which singer had hits with I Wanna Dance With Somebody, I Have Nothing, and One Moment in Time in the late 80s? Which singer had hits with I Wanna Dance With Somebody, I Have Nothing, and One Moment in Time in the late 80s? Number 6, the US paid TV network HBO stands for Home what? So the US paid TV network HBO stands for Home what? Number 7, which rock group had hits with Use Somebody, Closer, and Sex on Fire? So which rock group had hits with Use Somebody, Closer, and Sex on Fire? I'm going to take a picture of it out the window, but my window's shut, so I can't see it very well. Number 8, who played Iceman in Top Gun and in the remake was promoted through the ranks to become Admiral? I say remake, it was a sequel, but you know what I mean, 30 years later. Who played Iceman in the Top Gun and in the remake was promoted through the ranks to become Admiral? Number 9, which electronic music duo had hits with Get Lucky featuring Nile Rodgers and Pharrell Williams? Oh yeah, I was supposed to put another one in there as well. Which electronic music duo had hit with Get Lucky featuring Nile Rodgers and Pharrell Williams? And this, it's better. Lumbar support thing needs to... Still not quite. And finally, number 10, which actress links the films Ocean's 8, Miss Congeniality, and Speed 1 and 2? Which actress links the films Ocean's 8, Miss Congeniality, and Speed 1 and 2? Bit of history, not done history for a while, so a bit of history for you for round 2. Starting with this, number 1. Parker and Barrow were the surnames of which female criminal crime duo that travelled through the central United States during the Great Depression? So Parker and Barrow were the surnames of which female criminal crime duo that travelled through the central United States during the Great Depression? Train. Number 2. This week, hundreds of people were moved from their homes after an unexploded bomb was found. From which war? This week, hundreds of people were moved from their homes after an unexploded bomb was found. From which war? I loved listening to the bomb disposal expert. He was brilliant, sort of explaining it properly. And then turned around and said, you know, if anyone's waiting when we take this out to sea, it's not going to be like some Hollywood explosion. You might not even see anything. Really good explanation, actually. It was a really nice guy. Number 3, which came first, the House of Stuart or the House of Tudor? So which came first, the House of Stuart or the House of Tudor? Number 4, what did the F stand for in President John F. Kennedy? So what did the F stand for in President John F. Kennedy? Number 5, in which year was Prince William born? So in which year was Prince William born? Number 6, Robert Peel founded which police service? Was it the NYPD or the Metropolitan? There we go. Robert Peel founded which police service? Was it the NYPD or the Metropolitan? Number 7, how old was Queen Victoria when she ascended the throne? Was she 14 years old, 18 years old, 22 years old, or 26 years old? So how old was Queen Victoria when she ascended the throne? Was she 14, 18, 22, or 26 years old? Number 8, although versions have been proven to exist, historians agree that Thomas Edison's version of what everyday object outstripped every other version. Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah. So although versions have been proven to exist prior, historians agree that Thomas Edison's version of what everyday object outstripped every other version. I.e., other people may have invented said object first, however, they agree that Thomas Edison's is the forerunner. That just can't put that into a quiz question like that. Number 9, Oxford University is considered the oldest university in the United Kingdom. Its teaching activities date back to when? Was it 1096, 1196, 1296, or 1396? So Oxford University is considered the oldest university in the United Kingdom. Its teaching activities date back to when? 1096, 1196, 1296, or 1396? Whoa, that changed quicker than I wanted it to. Number 10, which of these portable devices was released commercially first? Was it the mini disc player? Was it the CD player? Or was it the MP3 player? So which of these portable devices was released commercially first? Was it the mini disc player, was it the CD player, or was it the MP3 player? Into your break then with some blockbuster style questions, just like the TV show. I'll give you the letters, you give me the answers. Question number 1. What MV is the name of a volcano that destroyed Pompeii? So what MV is the name of a volcano that destroyed Pompeii? Number 2. What AF was a George Orwell book with characters Old Major, Mr. Jones, and Boxer? So what AF was a George Orwell book with characters Old Major, Mr. Jones, and Boxer? Number 3, what DP is the collective name given to Pluto, Ceres, Eris, and Makemake? So what DP is the collective name given to Pluto, Ceres, Eris, and Makemake? Along many others. There are more, but didn't have the space to list them all. Number 4, what BT is an urban legend of a region of the North Atlantic in which a number of aircraft and ships are said to have disappeared? What BT is an urban legend of a region of the North Atlantic in which a number of aircraft and ships are said to have disappeared? Number 5, what PD were the original starting and ending cities for a grueling off-road rally endurance event? So what PD were the original starting and ending cities for a grueling off-road rally endurance event? Number 6, what EH is an astrophysics term for a boundary beyond which things cannot affect an observer? So what EH is an astrophysics term for a boundary beyond which things cannot affect an observer? Number 7, what MA was the name of it? Oh no. Ah, never mind. What MA was the name of the airline company that tragically lost flight MH370 in 2014? What MA was the name of the airline company that tragically lost flight MH370 in 2014? Number 8. What CC is the name of an annual fandom convention held in San Diego? So what CC is the name of an annual fandom convention held in San Diego? Number 9. What JJ is also known as star jumps or side straddle hop? So what JJ is also known as star jumps or side straddle hop? And your final one, number 10. What EE is a door used to assist in evacuations? So what EE is a door used to assist in evacuations? Okay, that's your first 30 questions for this evening. So, are you sat with someone who's not feeling as confident as they usually appear to be? That might be because, as I said, I got this lovely message yesterday that pointed out a glaring omission on my part. So, as you know, for the last probably couple of years now, in fact, actually, I know it's 2 years because it's due to be renewed next month. jvpqquestions.com and the QR code on your left-hand side. If you head there, you'll be able to get a recap of those questions and any pictures that appear, etc. And they all appear on the website, and which I haven't pushed the button for yet. That's a good point. Which they are now, will be available by the time this gets to you. They'll be up on the website. Now, I load them in at various times during the week, depending on what I'm doing and what I've got planned. And although I change a lot of the time, not all the time, but a lot of the time, I change the what we call the slug on there. So it'll be jvpqquestions.com/round1 maybe, or whatever it might be. Although I change those periodically, and I've used, if I'm doing it for the Saturday quizzes, and although I hide them on the back end of the system that we use, so although I hide them, someone, at least one person, although I've now found out another person's worked it out, but at least one, now two people, have realised that once I've uploaded the questions, if they were just to type that in, without needing the menu system that you've got when you get the questions up, if they were just to type that in, after I've uploaded that quiz's questions, which generally are Thursday or Saturday when I put them up, they appear before I push the publish button. Because I've published it, they are there available, even though, as far as I was aware, they were hidden from view. But at least one person had worked out that they could go in and find them. And what they were doing, as they've now, obviously I'm assuming, admitted to their family what they've been up to, but what they've been doing was waiting and keeping an eye on it until they'd seen that I'd uploaded the questions, and then they was then said looking at those questions, and for ones they didn't know, they were going to get the answers for the whole quiz, so that they looked very intelligent in their family. And now your family have ratted you out, and I've got wise to it, and now I know how to do it. So that's why today's quiz you wouldn't have found, because it was on a completely different slug, and I will now change that every quiz. So thank you very much for letting me know about that glaring omission. I am now onto it, and I will now make sure that that doesn't happen in the future. So thank you very much for letting me know. So if you were onto that little guide, little hint for the last 2 years, well played, well played. But I'm onto it. I've changed it. Right, it's a little bit of fun, but yeah, so I've now changed that now, so you can't do that in future. Right, for your first break, like I said, going to go back to something a bit traditional. I've got 9 airlines going to come up on screen. This was, you may have seen this to be fair, but this was a poll that came out, or a Which survey that came out this week. So according to a hello. That way round. Okay. According to a Which survey, I was about to put the answer straight on. According to a Which survey, put these airlines in order of customer satisfaction on long-haul flights. So put these airlines in order of customer satisfaction on long-haul flights. 9 airlines. So it's from the top down to, I mean, there's loads more in this survey, but this is just the top 9 most satisfied airlines. If you need the link, scan it now. Okay, I'll put, hang on, oh, I'm still on screen. That one off, that one on, that one on there. No, that's me. Dingbat, move that. Shift that to there. And Black Magic, that one. Right, I'll see you in 7 minutes. Oh, hang on. That one there. Transition. Reset timer, 7 minutes. Oh, just as I was about to push the button. Oh, Irene, your ace. I absolutely love that, and that is definitely comment of the month, I think. I was just explaining in the Patreon Discord as to sort of what had gone on a little bit. She's just replied to one of my comments, and it just says, "Oh my god, crazy! I wonder if they are the same people that cheat in Angry Birds Arena." What even is Angry Birds Arena? Oh, brilliant. That's just got me. Right, focus, concentration, way behind. Right, okay. Answers down then. Let's put these into some kind of order in 3, 2, 1. Boom. There we go. So working our way up from the bottom, there were a lot more long haul flight companies on here, but like I said, these were just the top 9. One of these may also be an answer to a question in the previous 3 rounds, but anyway. Number 9 then is TUI Airways with 65%. Number 8 was Aer Lingus at 66. KLM with 68% in 7th place. Malaysia Airlines in number 6th place with 69%. Qantas with 71%. Qatar Airways with 74%. Virgin Atlantic with 76%. Emirates number 2 with 81%. And in number 1, Singapore Airways with 83%. Yeah, so that was just sort of returning to a bit of the traditional stuff that I've done on the Saturday breaks. I will be coming back with revisiting some of the quiz show ideas. I'm just going back to having a look and have a look and see what some of the feedback I've taken on board from some of you guys that have played some of those quiz break rounds, quiz show break rounds and stuff. So I'm going to take some of that feedback on board, and I'll return to them in the next few weeks once I've made some tweaks and stuff to the presentations and how it appears on screen, and making it a bit easier for everybody. So I will revisit that soon. Right, okay, let's give you the answers then to the first 30 questions this evening. Let's go. Question number 1 then. Entertainment. Voted number 20 in a Channel 4 poll of the greatest movie stars of all time. Which actress played Ellen Ripley in the 1979 movie Alien? It was Sigourney Weaver. Number 2. Which continent lends its name to a 1982 hit by Toto? It's Africa. Number 3, who played Polly Sherman in the TV show Fawlty Towers? It's Connie Booth. Number 4, 2015 movie The Martian saw Matt Damon's character left behind on his own. On which planet? It was Mars. Number 5, which singer had hits with I Wanna Dance With Somebody, I Have Nothing, and One Moment in Time in the late 80s? It was Whitney Houston. Number 6, the US paid TV network HBO stands for box office, so it's home box office. Number 7, which rock group had hits with Use Somebody, Closer, and Sex on Fire? It's Kings of Leon. Number 8, who played Iceman in Top Gun and in the remake was promoted through the ranks to become Admiral? It was Val Kilmer. Number 9, which electronic music duo had a hit with Get Lucky featuring Nile Rodgers and Pharrell Williams? It was Daft Punk. I didn't know they were French. When I was looking at things to do with Daft Punk, I didn't realise they were French. I thought they were American, but there you go. And number 10, which actress links the films Ocean's 8, Miss Congeniality, and Speed 1 and 2? It was Sandra Bullock. History, yes, I know I didn't see this till after I didn't have the YouTube live chat open at the point when I was doing the questions. But yeah, I have tweaked question number 1, but I think most of you knew what I was trying to get at. Number 1, Parker and Barrow were the surnames of which female... Oh, hang on, why is it still there? Never mind. Which criminal crime duo that travelled through the central United States during the Great Depression? It was Bonnie and Clyde. So yeah, the word female should not have been there. But I think most of you knew what I was going for. Number 2, this week, hundreds of people were moved from their homes after an unexploded bomb was found. From which war? It was World War II. Number 3, which came first, the House of Stuart or the House of Tudor? It was the House of Tudor. Number 4, what did the F stand for in President John F. Kennedy? It was Fitzgerald. Number 5, in which year was Prince William born? 1982. It's a good year, that. Some great people born in 1982. And a song by Toto as well. Number 6, Robert Peel founded which police service? It's the Metropolitan Police. Number 7, how old was Queen Victoria when she ascended the throne? She was 18 years old. Number 8, although versions have been proven to exist prior, historians agree that Thomas Edison's version of what everyday object outstripped every other version? It's the light bulb. Number 9, Oxford University is considered the oldest university in the UK. Its teaching activities date back to 1096. A long, long time ago. And number 10, which of these portable devices was released commercially first? The mini disc player, the CD player, or the MP3 player? It was the CD player. Yeah, CD player was 1984, I want to say off the top of my head. I did have it written down. It might actually still be in my thing. Hang on. See if I've still got it. Might have the dates. Yes, I have. Yeah, CD player was 1984. It was commercially released. The mini disc player was 1992, and the MP3 player was 1997. Blockbusters, number 1. What MV is the name of a volcano that destroyed Pompeii? It was Mount Vesuvius. Number 2, what AF was a George Orwell book with characters Old Major, Mr. Jones, and Boxer? It was Animal Farm. Number 3, what DP is the collective name given to Pluto, Keris, Eris, and Makemake? It's dwarf planets. Who named a dwarf planet Makemake, and why? I need to look at that. I'll make a note of that in a minute. I need to find out why that was named Makemake. Number 4, what BT is an urban legend of a region of the North Atlantic in which a number of aircraft and ships are said to have disappeared? It's the Bermuda Triangle. Number 5, what PD were the original starting and ending cities for a grueling off-road rally endurance event? It was the Paris to Dakar Rally. This now takes place in South America, I believe. Number 6, what EH is an astrophysics term for a boundary beyond which things cannot affect an observer? It's event horizon. Number 7, what MA was the name of the airline company that tragically lost flight MH370 in 2014? It was Malaysian Airlines. Number 8, what CC is the name of an annual fandom convention held in San Diego? It's Comic-Con. It's a dream to go to Comic-Con one day, but having looked at the prices and then also looked at how difficult it is to get to tickets, there'll be a dream that'll be held for many, many years. Number 9, what JJ is also known as star jumps or side straddle hop? It is jumping jacks. And number 10, what EE is a door used to assist in evacuations? It is emergency exit. Okay, tot your scores up. Let me know how you are getting on so far. 30 points available for you this evening, so tot those scores up. Still to come, connections and general knowledge to finish off this evening, and another round of dingbats for you, food break 2. I've done the connections round in quite a deliberate way tonight, just to hopefully make people laugh. Okay, right, scores are coming through, which means you're all good to go. So here we go then, connections. 9 questions. Question number 10, what links all of those together? Are people going to point this out now? I mean, you can't use it now because I've closed off the cheat, but I like that from Graham. Oh, 30 out of 30, and that is without using Jay's cheat. There'll be a lot of people questioning people around them over the next few weeks going, why aren't you so clever? Anyway, here we go. Connections. Question 1. A succession of images, ideas, emotions, and sensations that occur during sleep are called what? You don't have to mention whether or not you've used a loophole, by the way. I've closed it. It's no longer available. You can't. Number 2, If it's not dry, it's what? So if it's not dry, it's what? Number 3, also the name of a sports brand, or what is the more common name for the body part above the neck? So also the name of a sports brand, or what is the more common name for the body part above the neck? The door. Well, to be fair, I'm moving away from this. The JVPQ questions will still be there, but I'm moving the hosting and everything, and how it's all designed. I'm moving it away from where it's been for the last couple of years in about 2 months' time. Mm-hmm. It's all being incorporated to a massive quiz website that I'm working on at the minute. Number 4, which word is missing from this? How much what would a what chuck chuck if a... I've got that wrong slightly, I think. I put if a what chuck could chuck what. I've put an extra line in there. And let me see if I can take it out. I mean, I think you know what the answer to it is, but let me take that one out. Trying so hard earlier to say this with... So which word is missing from this? How much what would a what chuck chuck if a what chuck could chuck what? It's only a rude start to the connection if you put it that. There's nothing rude in this connection round at all. Number 5, complete the name of the App Store. It's called Google What Store? Complete the name of the App Store. It's called Google What Store? Number 6, what kind of jump is the Fosbury flop associated? What kind of jump is the Fosbury flop associated? Filthy minds on some of you people is unbelievable. This is a very it's a very family-friendly quiz, and so is the connection. And if you're thinking it's something rude, you're wrong. Just saying. Number 7, what name is given to an area of land devoted primarily to agricultural processes? So what name is given to an area of land devoted primarily to agricultural processes? I know, I wrote it in a specific way to get a giggle, and it's worked, and hey! Number 8, what W is a cause of astonishment or admiration? Oh, hello. Astonishment. I'm using 4-syllable words. What W is a cause of astonishment or admiration? Taken straight out of the Liz dictionary. Number 9, apple, artichoke, forest, and jungle are all types of which colour? So apple, artichoke, forest, and jungle are all types of which colour? And as always, question number 10, what links all of the answers together? I sit in this room 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, writing quiz questions, doing coding for websites and stuff. I have to amuse myself in some way, shape, or form, and writing a quiz, writing around in this way amused me. So Oh, right. General knowledge. Yeah, that's why I put question 1 and 2 the other way around. I didn't want to go too bad. Right, general knowledge. Let's wrap the quiz up tonight. Number 1, complete the name of a washed rind cheese produced in Gloucestershire. It's called the What Bishop. Complete the name of a washed rind cheese produced in Gloucestershire. It's called a What Bishop. Ooh. I don't know whether the microphone picked that up, but that was my knee cracking. Number 2, what is the name of the fish typically won as a prize at carnivals and fun fairs? What is the name of the fish typically won as a prize at carnivals and fun fairs? Number 3, what is the angle between the hands if a clock says 3 o'clock? Internal angle. Not the external, the internal. Just practically told you the answer as well. What is the angle between the hands if a clock says 3 o'clock? Number 4, what kind of animal was Mrs. Tiggywinkle in the Beatrix Potter series? So what kind of animal was Mrs. Tiggywinkle in the Beatrix Potter series? Number 5, which animal was prohibited to be used to hunt for truffles in Italy in 1985? Hey, Italy makes an appearance on the quiz. Which animal was prohibited to be used to hunt for truffles in Italy in 1985? If you haven't played Thursday's quiz, the answer Italy. The 3 answers to 3 questions, the answer was Italy. So Italy was in 3 times. It wasn't done deliberately, it was just the way it ended up getting put together. Twice in 1 round. Number 6, it was recently announced that which brand would change its logo for the first time in over 140 years? So it was recently announced that which brand would change its logo for the first time in over 140 years? Number 7, which of these has the highest peak from sea level? Is it Mauna Kea or is it Mount Everest? So which of these has the highest peak from sea level? Is it Mauna Kea or Mount Everest? Number 8, what is the name given to this type of fish? So what is the name given to this type of fish? Can't do vocal impressions, but I can do impressions of fish. Number 9, what can be tied with the following types of knots? Windsor, Atlantic, Cape, and Trinity. So what can be tied with the following types of knots? Windsor, Atlantic, Cape, and Trinity. And finally, question number 10. Which writing material is graded from 9H down to 9XXB? So which writing material is graded from 9H down to 9XXB? And so your final 2 rounds are now available for you to go and have a look at and go and check through and see if you need any of those repeating. Head on over to the details that are on screen now. So yeah, they are there now for you. They weren't before, they are now. Right, turn that off, turn that on, and leave that off for now. Move that back up to the top there. Just about. Yeah, it doesn't hide that one. That's fine. Right, so Dingbats coming up for you then. As always, say what you see. 9 of these. Say what you see, and I will see you in just under 7 minutes. If you just cover the bottom of your screen on under each one of those, there's a possibility. I was too busy setting up the after quiz post, and there's a chance, there's just a small chance that tonight, because I was really mean and I took away the loophole and I didn't want people to feel left out, I might have left 1 or 2 answers on the Dingbats for you tonight. There's a chance. Okay, so if you just sort of magically not even look at them, and just go with that for a minute, I'm just gonna leave this on, and we'll forget the answers were there, and then we'll see how we go in a minute. And I'm gonna finish off the Facebook post and cry quietly in the corner. I'll see you when the timer finishes. Well, judging by what I've just seen, it looks like a lot of you have already got the answers to these and you've already think you've got 9 out of 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take them off screen and then I'll bring it back on with the answers for you. I might as well start going through them now, even though there's only a minute to go, but loads of you think that you've got them. So then here are the answers for your dingbats. These are some of the hardest dingbats that there have been, by the way. So if anyone has got 9 out of 9, I'm very, very impressed. So number 1 is Outnumbered 3-1. Quite tricky, that one. Number 2, Up to You. Number 3, Left, Right, and Centre. I like that one. Number 4, Odds and Ends. Number 5, Blowing Hot and Cold. Number 6, Cash on Delivery. See, I thought that might be a bit tricky for some of you, but it looks like you've done all right there. Number 7, Split Second Timing. Number 8, Good Information. See, you've got the good going down and it's inside-mation. So, you know, well done if you got that. And number 9, Once in a Blue Moon. Unbelievably, I can't believe how many people have got 9 out of 9 on that. It's incredible. Well done if you... And breathe. It's all right. It's all right. Not for the 100 people who disappeared in the break as soon as the answers came up. But anyway, right, let's see how you did with the final part of the quiz. Oh, here we go. Right, let's turn that off, and turn that back on. Look at that. 9 out of 9, first time ever. Well done, BT. Absolutely incredible. Right, let's wrap up the quiz. See how you did with these then. Your connections round. Here we go. Number 1. A succession of images, ideas, emotions, and sensations that occur during sleep are called what? It is dream. Number 2, if it's not dry, it's wet. Number 3, also the name of a sports brand. What is the more common name for the body part above the neck? It is head. Number 4, which word is missing from this? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Number 5, complete the name of the App Store. It's Google Play Store. Number 6, what kind of jump is the Fosbury flop associated? It is high. Number 7, what name is given to an area of land devoted primarily to agricultural processes? This is what happens when I put words in with too many syllables. It's farm. Number 8, what W is a cause of astonishment or admiration? It is wonder. Number 9, apple, artichoke, forest, and jungle are all types of which colour? It is green. And if you were one of these people who thought I was being unbelievably filthy-minded, which is just not in my nature in any way, shape, or form, you've got this wrong because it's types of land. So there are all types of lands. You've got Greenland, obviously the biggest type of land there is, farmland, playland, wetlands, etc., etc., headland as well. So yeah, they're all different types of land. General knowledge, number 1, complete the name of a washed rind cheese produced in Gloucestershire. It's the Stinking Bishop. Number 2, what is the name of the fish typically won as a prize at carnivals and fun fairs? It's goldfish. Number 3, what is the angle between the hands if a clock says 3 o'clock? It is 90 degrees. Number 4, what kind of animal was Mrs. Tiggy Winkle in the Beatrix Potter series? She was a hedgehog. Number 5, which animal was prohibited to be used to hunt for truffles in Italy in 1985? It's pig. So pigs are prohibited in Italy for hunting for truffles. They now use, I'm sure they use truffle dog, which they're not. Yeah, so yeah, they don't use pigs in Italy. Number 6, it was recently announced that which brand would change its logo for the first time in over 140 years? It's Lyle's Golden Syrup. Number 7, which of these has the highest peak from sea level? Mauna Kea or Mount Everest? So from sea level, it's Mount Everest. But if you go to its actual low, it's actually Mauna. Some people say that Mauna Kea is actually the tallest from mountain. I've lost my words. You know what I mean. Mount Everest is the answer. Number 8, what is the name given to this type of fish? It's a puffer fish. Number 9, what can be tied with the following types of knots? Windsor, Atlantic, Cape and Trinity. It is ties. And finally, number 10, which writing material is graded from 9H down to 9XXB? It is pencil. Right, Tot, your score's up. How have you got on? 50 questions this evening. How have you got on tonight? The Facebook post is up. Yeah, that's up. That's what I was working on when you sort of like all told me that there were answers on the screen. Still don't believe you. I don't think there were answers on the screen. I just think you're all out to get me tonight and wind me up. If you need a tiebreaker, your question then is this. Kermit the Frog. Oh, yes, Kermit the Frog. Wears a collar around his neck that since the first Muppet Show has never changed. According to the Jim Henson Company, how many points are on it? So, Kermit the Frog wears a collar around his neck that since the first Muppet Show has never changed. But, so according to the Jim Henson Company, how many points are on it? Those are the points pointing out from, yeah. Hello to Matt Phillips as well. First quiz when I can message you. New subscriber, been playing for a few weeks. Welcome along. Hopefully this evening's quiz hasn't put you off, Matt, because I was going to say it's not normally like this, but it really is. I think a lot of people will tell you it really is like this usually. Right, remember nearest to this gets the point, or play rock, paper, scissors if you still end up on the correct answer. 3, 2, 1. It's 11. So apparently, so it carries on around the back of the neck. So if you were to take it off, there would be 11 points. Yes. So there you go. Oh, I can't even do a Kermit the Frog impression. I'm not even going to attempt to. Right, there we... Oh, this has been a very interesting night. Right, the Facebook post is up and the Instagram post is up. Share your scores across with me on there. Let me know how you got on this evening. And also the dingbats as well. Do let me know how you got on the dingbats, because I'm very, very intrigued, because they were very tricky this evening. And I'm not 100% sure that everyone would have got those. So do let me know how you got on with those as well. I'm back on Thursday. I'm back live on Thursday night with another live quiz, 50 questions as always. Next Saturday is still up in the air. There will be a quiz, so it doesn't really matter from your side of it. It's just how I put it together. But it may be pre-recorded because Sarah's friend is due to have a baby on Thursday. And she's over in Catterick, so she really wants to be over there because she went over there a few weeks ago to help out, get everything ready for the baby. So she wants to be over there not long after baby's born, so I might be running her over on Friday or Saturdays, but it's still, we're not sure at the minute. So it doesn't matter whichever way. There will still be a quiz for you guys, and it's just how I put it all together, basically. So that is it for this evening. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for playing along. Thank you very much for putting up with me, and I'll see you all soon. As always, take care. Stay safe.